we can. But
Daktari, 1 second.
Kidogo tu. A quick one. Yeah, but like medicine, we've been made to realize that medicine is just outside your borders. Yeah, you don't have to practice in the country you studied in, you know. That decision to change my avenue of practice was actually augmented by that. Look at me using Samiati kubwa hapa. Augmented.
Jamani.
Not to be confused with augmenting. You're not sure right now, but because most of the people who, you know, you enter med school and you're like, yeah, me, I know what I'm going to be. I'm going to be a neurosurgeon. I'm going to be a CG, this and that. Kila mtu alikuwa anaingia.
Neuroanatomy proceeds to whoop you, set you straight.
Inakwambia slow down, kijana. Kijana, calm down.
We're just getting, don't worry, read your notes.
Read it again. Compose yourself. Take the risks that you can take, while you can still recover from them, because uko mbele mambo inaweza kuwa ni ngumu. I've seen guys who've struggled to go back to school, and it's not so easy, and that is why you should consider Daktari online for your continuous medical education.
Clock it.
Come on. And on that bombshell. Welcome back to another episode of Med Mike KE with your host, Daktari mwenyewe, Kip, and...
Hey, Daktari, Jace is your boy Jace.
Sema na kifua bana.
Your boy Jace is back.
Yeah, yes sir.
Building a little bit.
Hey man.
It's been a while here since it was just us the boys, you know.
Tumekumiss bana. Sana.
Don't beg me.
Don't want to kublash.
Kidogo tu turn red.
Niko camera shy guys.
Nitaka kuna Rosiola.
Ay, ni shida. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. You know, I'm just going through life, you know. It's been a calm the other day, you know. Sun's out, everything is bright, everything is also hot.
Tunashukuru. Masomo ni moto. What have you been watching?
I know people expecting me to say Stranger Things. Like, can I see Stranger Things? Honestly, I went back to there's this show that I used to watch on Cartoon Network, Green Lantern 2009. So the animated series, that's what I've been watching recently.
Proper.
I had to go back
to the way back, to our roots.
Where, you know?
Let me tell you, I've started seeing a lot of content online, nostalgia bait. And I don't know why that's happening. Things. Yeah.
So just Stranger Things.
Exactly. It started there, and then now it's just carrying over. So now
it's back in the 80s.
It's back in the 80s, the 90s, even the 2000s. And 2000s had good content for sure. Wow. But nowadays, everyone's like, you know, they don't make them like they used to before. And I've started... Yeah, but the funniest thing, it's come even to now like regular programs. Case in point, I've started seeing people talking about how you're seeing there's a lot of new medical dramas on TV.
Yeah, for sure.
New Amsterdam, Chicago Med, all those shows. The Pit. And actually pretty highly recommended to me. But guys are comparing it to now like House and Scrubs, and they're like, they don't have the same kind of function. Yeah, there's no jokes, there's no, you know, funny play.
I feel like maybe they're just trying to get as close to realism, because if you watch The Pit, like, that's as close as you can get to like how it really is.
How things actually are on the ground, yeah.
Compared to House, like, bro, House should have lost his license in the first episode.
True. I mean, even the premise of having a doctor who has a medication problem who's practicing.
Oops.
That's a huge risk.
That's a huge no-no.
That's a risk. That's a huge risk. But he's good at what he does.
I mean,
you know?
If you're good, you're good. If you're
big, you're good. If you're big, you're big. Man, I feel like that puts some kind of pressure on people to be like, you know, medicine is for those guys who are like, top performer. You have to be on your stuff. Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, in fact, funniest thing, when I find my cousins, my friends, my family watching the shows, and then they throw in these different medical terms inside.
Throwing around terms and terminologies and whatnot. And
yeah.
It's like, fam.
I just sit there shaking my head. I'm like, if you guys knew.
It's not even supposed to be called that.
Exactly.
You messed up.
Bro, this is a 1 in a 1,000 situation.
It's never gonna happen in your lifetime.
You'll never probably even see it, man. The comparison is crazy.
The most absurd of situations required take place to get you there.
I'm telling you. It's mad. It's mad. Yeah.
But I mean, maybe once in a while, I would like to see like an absurd situation occur. Like I feel those are like they make it fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they make practicing fun. Like feeling like house once in a while. Cause like, yeah.
That one can feel amazing when your intuition is on point. Like you've just done your reading, your research, whatever, and you're like, that's a diagnosis.
Dopamine overdose.
Finished. Just like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, this is where I'm right where I need to be.
Exactly. You know? Yeah, those moments are rare, but they're worth it. They're worth it. Actually, being honest with you, I feel like sometimes that's the only reason some people still do medicine right now in this country.
Yeah, for sure.
Being able to say like, I managed to diagnose these patients, treat them, and discharge them, and their life actually got better, you know, because of the way things are in the country in terms of health. Even globally, things are pretty hectic.
Things are not looking good, you know. Like I feel like it's kind of like being a detective where you had like this one monster case and then you finally cracked it, and then you're constantly just chasing that hard every single time. Like I was doing, we recently just did some electives in the Sarge ward.
Okay.
And when we were in the cardiovascular ward, they mentioned that one of the residents mentioned that they liked CVS because they like playing God.
They just that's a heavy statement.
A heavy statement. It's like playing God.
Hey.
Okay, that's low. I mean, fine. If that's
but like you know, also like doctors have been accused of having that superiority complex of playing God. You know, you'd be like, me, I'm the one who saved these guys' lives, the one who's done this and that and that and that. You, what are you going to tell me?
But I feel like it's more than that. Like you turned this person off and then turned them on again. Like if
I wouldn't put it like that. Someone's life is just a switch over there. Just like
I might get cancelled for that one.
Hey. They just be like, hey, don't trust this guy with a license. You go over there.
I'm actually joking, guys. PSA. Just KMPD.
Just to make sure. We are not liable for any comments that you make on this podcast of our own opinion.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, I feel like that is actually pretty present in most medical fields. Actually, unapata watu wanasemanga vitu kama wanaoni vile nilifanya hiyo surgery haraka. Hiyo kwanza hiyo. Okay, now this one I know is for mostly people who do CSS. I just like hiyo kitu under 1 hour nilikuwa nishaingia nitoa mtoto nikatoka bana nikafunga. It was so good, and I was just like, oh.
Nikafunga, it's like a bug for and this is like a human being.
Nilikuwa nimeshona hiyo kitu. I was just like, hey.
Like, calm down, Taylor.
Slow down. This is someone you're talking about, but it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah, but like, practicing out there, it's really different. It's really different.
So, what do you think? Is that something you'd go do?
Probably, yeah, actually. Yeah, because I feel like I enjoy being able to practice the medicine I've been studying.
For sure.
And now that you asked me a proper question like that, in fact, that just carries over perfectly, because allows me to answer the question of the day, which is, do you see yourself practicing medicine in the future?
Ooh. I mean, that really depends. Like, I feel like it depends on a lot of things. Me personally, I don't think I have had enough experiences in the world. I feel like I still need to go inside. It's like, I feel like a gladiator that hasn't had enough cage fights.
You haven't tested your mettle.
I don't know if I haven't had enough cage fights to say, okay, maybe I don't want to be in here anymore, you know? I feel like even if you don't want to practice, like that had to come from a conclusion of you being somewhere where you are forced to practice and you're just like, I don't think this is for me. So as of right now, I'm not really sure. But there are times where I look at it and I'm like, okay, there's things I'd like to do, you know, there's things I'd like to give a hand to and maybe try out. So my opinion might change. I don't think it's a constant, because if I graduate, inshallah, and I get my license, then I have my license. I can practice even at 50 years of age. Nothing's stopping me really.
Exactly.
So it's just a question of, am I going to practice right now, or am I going to practice then?
Yeah. Because you know, also you brought up a point that's really interesting. That's talking about you're not sure right now. But because most of the people who, you know, you enter med school and you're like, I know what I'm going to be. I'm going to be a neurosurgeon. to be a sijui this and that. Kila mtu alikuwa anaingia.
Your anatomy proceeds to whoop you, set you straight.
Inakwambia slow down kijana. Kijana calm down.
We're just getting don't worry, read your notes.
Read it again. Compose yourself. It's so crazy, man. Yeah, you just meet shock after shock after shock.
You're like, wow.
You're just like, hey, kumbe mambo bonga hivi.
Mpigwa na bonge la surprise.
Hey. Unaweza stuka, hata roho inaweza simama. But like, like for me, in particular, I came into med school hoping to do psychiatry. I actually got to do psychiatry. And I was just like, maybe this is not for me.
What happened in psychiatry?
Bro, I met people who need help. I'm not sure I'm the one who can help.
When you think your life is going horribly, but then you go into a cycle and you're like, wow,
people
have big problems out here.
People have problems out here, bana.
People are going through it.
I'm telling you, like, you know how you can be asleep and you're like, usingizi haikuji. I can't sleep. Now there's someone out there who they literally can't sleep. Like they just wake up and start walking around, having to do stuff. It's scary. When you see it.
That might be the worst day of my life. Like, I'll be able to sleep is crazy. Wow.
Yeah, and like it's just a manifestation of the illness that they're having, but the avenues for help out there. Yeah, so in fact that's now that decision to change my avenue of practice was actually augmented by that. Look at me using msamiati kubwa hapa. Augmented.
Jamani.
Not to be confused with augmenting. The terrible jokes.
No boxing club out here.
You know
I understood that reference.
Yeah, you understood the reference. Nice. So many majama, so many bana.
So many. I'm just exhausted all my content.
Can we
not do that again?
I'll slow down to relax. But now having that interaction actually made me unsure if I still want to do psychiatry. And then when I got some surgical experience, that's when I pivoted. Yeah, so I do see myself practicing medicine outside here. I'm really hoping to at least, first of all, finish, get my degree, do internship, get my license, and then go into an MEd program that will accept me. And end up doing something with my life. And help people's lives. I want to do, for me in particular, it's surgery. I have my eyes on surgery. And for me, that's because I think the time between diagnosis and prognosis is the shortest. Yeah, what do I mean by that? I just mean by the time you see the problem and you deal with it and the patient gets better, it's quite short.
Yeah, you're like, you have a problem in your leg, cut it up.
Exactly.
Take it out.
To kate, sort it out.
We're done, yeah.
By 2 weeks, you're walking.
For sure.
You know? Okay, 2 weeks is a bit of a stretch, but yeah.
Yeah. But, okay, so when you mean by practicing outside where though?
Good question. We would want to talk about the political and economic state of the world right now. We can. But
Daktari, 1 second.
Kidogo tu. A quick one. Yeah, but like medicine, we've been made to realize that medicine is just outside your borders. Yeah, you don't have to practice in the country you studied in, So I think the avenues are many.
Yeah.
There are very many. I know people who are doing exams such as USMLE, PLABs, because if you have the opportunity to study outside,
I mean, take it.
Take it. Yeah.
Take it and go.
Yeah.
You come back because we also need the doctors, but it's like if you cannot get the opportunity, take it.
True. Yeah, because even here in the country, this country needs doctors.
We need doctors.
Really needs doctors.
It's very funny because the doctors are actively unemployed. It's like we need doctors. It just been baffling sometimes.
Let me tell you, there's a disconnect somewhere.
That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense. But I think as we're not in a position to speak about matters, maybe someone has a plan.
Yeah, but
somewhere.
I mean, if you can be devil's advocate, you know, like for somebody that's seated down right now thinking, should I practice, should I not? And then you see the political and the employment state of our country.
Of doctors currently, yeah.
You're hearing There are hospitals that need doctors. We have a doctor shortage.
True.
But then the same doctors that are employed are not being paid. Because the doctors are on strike right now. And there are also doctors that are unemployed.
Yeah.
So you're kind of confused where like, okay, fine, I want to practice, but like, will they allow me? Will the systems that are in place allow me to practice? So it's not a question of whether I want to. It's not really a personal choice because maybe the systems might not allow you to practice.
True. Yeah.
And you're just stuck there. So it's like,
yeah, you've touched on a very serious thing. In fact, I know guys who, for them, the minute they got the degree, they branched immediately. Went, did an MBA, did an MPH, went into tech, and for them that...
Daktari, a quick one, what's an MPH?
MPH is a Master in Public Health.
That's fair.
Yeah, and an MBA is a Master's in Business.
Yeah, that one I know.
Business?
I understood that reference. Administration.
Come on.
Oh, you take it.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, so the avenues are there. But something we've been taught in the study that I'm at is that some cases, even for patients, require different specialists to take a look at it. Sure. And I would say that's my opinion for the current situation in this country, in that we need different specialists to take a look at it to solve what's going on. There was a transition for funding from NHIF to SHIF. And then that's had its two manenos.
It's been a whole thing.
Even before that, there was it's still a whole thing. Even before that, there was a shift from national government being in charge of the Ministry of Health towards county governments having a bit more control, and even that has had its whole thing. Yeah, so I think that this topic of health in this country, it's not a one and done conversation.
Yeah, I feel like it's a conversation we still need to keep on having.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I think we also need to be the forefront of that, because in the question where I'd like that when I'm done and I'm asking myself whether I want to practice or not, I want that to be a choice that I have full control over, not because the systems that I'm dealing with are forcing
has forced you to do that. Yeah,
because like maybe I have no business bone in my body, I can't sell you anything, but now systems is just forcing me to go get this
to get a side gig or something.
I can't sell anything. I'm suffering.
I think it's a double-edged sword, because there are people right now who are thriving because they are able to run multiple things at once. They are studying medicine, but they also have a business. They also invest here. They also do this. They do that. But that's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. Yeah. So like sometimes being able to take a look at where you are and see where you want to go is very important. It can make a big difference, especially when you can take account or inventory of what you have. Sure. It makes a big difference.
And even if you deep the kind of investment you're doing in financially over time when you're studying, the ROI has to be like fruitful enough that you're looking at it and you're like, this is very much worthwhile.
For sure. Yeah, but look at us over here talking about the benefits of medicine and return of interest, bro. Before it used to be just, it's a calling, man.
It's no longer way. It's business calls that we want.
Business calls.
It's not about money,
Hey, don't call me, man. But like, it's an interesting thing.
But even if it is a calling, like, you're still gonna have to make money.
True. Yeah, because are you gonna sacrifice the short term for the long term, or will you have to forego the long term and deal with the short term right now? Yeah, and that's a very, very interesting thing to find yourself confronting. Yeah, but I mean, I think the most important thing for me is that for most people that I've heard is always be where your feet are, first of all. So you have to take stock of what's available to you and what you can do. Yeah. And second is advice, but I find it's still relevant. It's just like, you'll never be this young again.
Now I'm listening very keenly.
So take the risks that you can take while you can still recover from them. Because uko mbele mambo inaweza kuwa ni ngumu. I've seen guys who've struggled to go back to school. And it's not so easy.
For sure.
It's not so easy. Yeah. What about you?
I feel like maybe the last thing I say is, you're still young. You might say you're an uncle, but like you're still young, fam. Like you still got time. You still got time to figure everything out. You still have time to figure everything out. And once you get your degree and you graduate, that license is forever. It's not gonna unless I don't know it expires. Maybe that's just me, fam.
Well,
like the bachelor's is yours. You're a doctor permanently.
Yeah.
Like, so you can always practice whenever you want.
You might have to do a few exams to get that license active
again. Yeah, but like it's not like the avenue is closed for life. Like once you graduate, the avenues, all that door is forever gonna be there. So like if you decide to open another door, that there's always a door waiting for you to open and walk into. So it's like you don't have to answer the question right now. Is what I'm saying.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's especially important because most of the people I know who are actively in the medical field practicing, they tell me it's a continuous thing. You never stop reading, never stop practicing. And that is why you should consider Daktari Online for your continuous medical education.
Track it.
Come on. You guys, that was so smooth.
That was so smooth.
Yeah. But on the real though, Daktari Online is a fantastic platform for continuous education. They host learning opportunities, they have short courses, and they are the leading platform actually for self-education and self-benefit for those in the medical field, including CPD accreditation. And that's basically a way of proving that you are leveling up in terms of your competence. And I think that's fantastic for any doctor who's practicing.
So if you're listening or watching right now, hop on your phone, your laptop, your device, your tablet, wherever it is, go and Google, search up www.daktarionline.com.
.africa.
.africa. My bad. .africa, you know. Leave it.
We're global.
We're global now.
Yeah.
Go to Daktari Online, .africa, and sign up. Sign up's free, I mean.
Yeah,
it's not going to cost you anything.
Yeah, and get your knowledge on. It's fantastic. So, closing statements, my guy.
Statements. You got time.
You've got time. Okay.
You've got time.
Do what you love what you do.
Job you love.
Hey, love your job. Job your love. And on that bombshell, we're out.
It's been nice having you guys here. It's been your boy Jace here with my brother.
The man himself.
Daktari.
Dr. Kip. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.